Alright, let's talk about something that's been blowing up online and might completely change how you handle weeds in your garden. Here's the wild part: boiling water. Yeah, that's it. Not some fancy chemical, not a new gadget, just hot water from your kettle. But before you dismiss this as another viral life hack that sounds too simple, let me explain why this actually works and why it might even be better than the weed killers we've all relied on for years. We've been trained to think that if something's a problem, there's a chemical solution. But here's the thing: weeds are smarter than we give them credit for. Their roots dig deep, some have waxy coatings that literally repel herbicides, and let's be real, most of us don't want to spray toxic stuff everywhere anyway. So when I saw this boiling water trick, my first thought was, wait, does this actually work, or is it just satisfying to watch? Turns out, science backs it up. Hot water breaks down that waxy layer on leaves, basically scalding the plant to death. And unlike weed killer, there's no resistance here. Plants can evolve to survive 212 degrees Fahrenheit water. It's genius in its simplicity. But here's where it gets even more interesting. The video that went viral was posted by someone named Alex, who just casually poured boiling water on her patio weeds and called it the only effective method. And people loved it. Comments like, "Tried and tested, and this is the only thing that works," flooded in. But then, as always, the critics showed up too. Some pointed out she was killing dandelions, a plant that's basically a superhero for bees. Suddenly, this hack isn't just about gardening, it's about priorities. Do you want a weed-free patio, or are you okay with some dandelions if it means helping pollinators? That tension is everywhere in gardening, right? It's not just about control, it's about balance. Now, let's talk practicality. Boiling water won't work everywhere. Pour it on soil, and you'll steam the roots of your favorite plants too. So this is a cracks in the pavement kind of solution. And for tough, established weeds, you might need multiple rounds. But compared to the hassle of buying weed killer, waiting for it to work, and then seeing the weeds bounce back like nothing happened, I'll take the kettle method. Plus, there's something deeply satisfying about taking a problem head-on without relying on a bottle labeled danger. And this isn't just about weeds, it's part of a bigger shift. People are getting skeptical of commercial solutions that promise miracles, but deliver short-term fixes with long-term downsides. We're realizing that sometimes the old-school methods, like pouring boiling water or using vinegar, are not only effective but safer and cheaper. But here's the catch: you have to think about what you value in your garden. Do you want zero weeds at all costs, or are you willing to tolerate a few if it means supporting local ecosystems? Because let's face it, not all weeds are villains. Some are just doing their thing, feeding insects, preventing erosion, or adding a splash of yellow to your yard. So here's my take: this boiling water hack isn't just a trick, it's a reminder that we don't always need complicated solutions. But it also forces us to ask deeper questions about what success in gardening really means. Is it about perfection, or is it about working with nature instead of against it? Either way, next time you see a weed, maybe don't grab the chemical spray first. Grab a kettle, boil some water, and ask yourself, am I okay with killing this plant, or is there a bigger picture here? Let me know what you think in the comments. Have you tried this method, or are you sticking with the old school hoe?